I think everybody's morning, for the most part, starts off with that. Coffee. And a cat. But definitely coffee for me. Gotta get the day started. Got my coffee. I'm gonna hang out on the back porch with the dogs. It's kind of overcast today, as it was yesterday. We filmed out here and it was overcast. So, kind of interesting. The dog was after something over here on the side of the steps. He pulled that electrical extension cord out. I don't know what he was after. Dogs will be dogs, I guess. He was probably after his tennis ball. It's probably rolled under there. He's got so many though. Yeah, see? I told you. There's another one. Yeah, where'd you find that one? If you listen, I'm gonna throw it back here, and you listen to all the thrashing that happens. Yep, that's him going back there. He's one ball crazy doggy. What? Oh, she got it. Well, the little guy is at the vet getting his teeth cleaned, so he's went under anesthesia, so hopefully he's gonna be alright. Pick him up later around 2 o'clock and we'll see. Yeah, vet said he should be okay. He should make through with it. His heart was healthy enough, because that's what we were afraid of, to put him under the anesthesia if he's that old, but they seem to thought that he would make it. And the sun is kind of coming out, but not really. It's still humid though. It's very humid, and the dog is still obsessed with this ball. That's him trashing about in the back. But yep, so yesterday went and helped out my uncle. He trimmed some hedges over there. So he's, like I said, he's getting a little older these days, and you want to make sure that you can I am old enough to know that you got to help these people out, because one day they're not going to be there, and you don't want to come to it in your point in your life and you're like, man, I should have made the time to do that. That's why, like, one time his sink was backed up or something, and I called in sick to work to help him out. I'm sorry, but that's family. I gotta help him out, because even looking back, it's like you always think that you should have done more. And so I am aware of that now, and I want to make sure I do that. What? You want this guy? Look at this. This is what he does. It's all about this ball. See how crazy he is? Run back over there. This one, she really doesn't care about the ball unless she feels like going after him for it. What I got to wondering, or thinking about, is I see all these cowboy action guns or cowboy guns that have these nice white grips on them. I usually prefer the yellow because of John Wayne. But the white ones do dress it up pretty nice. Only thing is, I don't like that. It's too clean looking. It's got too much. It looks like a piece of paper. It's too white. It just looks fake. Bone doesn't really. I mean, yes and no. You could argue that, but when they make those polymer grips, it just doesn't look all that cool. So began to think about it, and I've been making grips for everybody and sending them out and making them, and I'm like looking at this stuff going, damn, this is pretty nice. This is nicer than what I got on my gun myself. But I'm gonna try to make a pair of bone white styled ones that are with some streaks through it. I'm not sure. We'll see how it turns out. So I'm gonna try to do that for my gun and see how it turns out. So I figured in the vlog, document it a little bit and see how it turns out, and see, because I got one of those, I got two Cimarrons. One is got that age finish, and the other one's just like really clean and polished up and everything like that. So I'm gonna put it on that one and see how it turns out. So it's cooking. Walking the dogs. So, gonna go pick up the little guy in a little bit. So, just kind of walking the dog. She's pulling me. Might rain. Might rain. Come on. About a mile out, and coming across some trash that people leave here, and I'll show you. It's pretty bad that they do this kind of stuff, but yeah, they do this everywhere, even nice places like Hawaii. Take a turn over here and I'll show you. It is pretty bad.
Wait, what happened? Bushy, aren't we?
I know.
Hey, hey. Hold on, hold on. Whoa, stop.
This one looks like it's been stripped. It's a little guy. He seems to be doing okay. Wow, the water looks really flat today. And the sun. Not too bad. Always gotta like the view. So I figured I'd get you guys up to speed of kind of what we're doing, or for the main channel, things that we're working on. One, just got done today filming a little video with an interesting Colt snubby known as the Colt Agent. It's a really cool revolver. It's an aluminum frame revolver. It's a vintage Colt. It's definitely one of the older ones. It is the polished finish one, not the parkerized or matte finish like they did towards the later of the years that they were doing it. The last 4 years that they were making those, they made them in like parkerized, and it just wasn't it didn't look good, in my opinion. But anyway, oh, check this out. Wait, real quick. Look, there he is. Where has he been? Every time I try to get him, he runs away. Anyway, all right. A little distraction there. But anyway, it's kind of a neat little gun. So I'll show it to you at the end of this vlog here. We'll take a look at it. If I can remember. But yeah, and then I was gonna do a video. Trying to put together the video for snubbies in general. I'm a really big fan of snubbies, and I have quite a few of them. I guess not as many as I used to, but I'm gonna go ahead and put together a little video on those and try to get that together. Probably not much of a little video. It's probably gonna be a long video. Because most of my obsession with that comes from movies and stuff like that, so we'll probably rehash some of that. And yeah, and tomorrow is back to work. Great. Gonna do an update video on that broken Glock incident. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. As far as the grips going, they are pretty much in the final stages of being cured. I'll show you a little sample of what it looks like here. Kind of more the bone white color. Here's one side that I finished of these other ones that I was working on. These I just never really got around to finishing these, but here's kind of a look at that. It's got more of a moderate, more subtle age to it. You can see on the bottom I even added a cracking into this one. Right there you can see some just light cracks going through there. Here's something y'all might be interested in. The newspaper advertisement for one of our local grocery stores. Give you prices on stuff. Farmer John's smoked ham. I guess this would be what we consider sales. Oh, mayonnaise is on sale. There's those drinks. Yes, everybody's a big spam eater out here except for me. Anyway, figured I'd show that to you. Yeah. We come to the end of the vlog. It's the end of the day. It seemed to just kind of blow right by, but in a sense it felt like there was a lot of things I did today. So it was a good day. Not bad for a Tuesday, but it's on to Wednesday. For most people it's hump day. For me it's Monday, but that's okay because my job is not really a job. Usually by the end of my days off, I'm ready to go back to work anyway, and usually by that Saturday I'm ready to get on out of there anyhow, so it all works out. Anyway, as I promised, I was going to show you the cool little Colt revolver. Yep. Alright. Did we show this? Did you guys see this already? I don't know, I don't remember. But we just did the video with it, so just talked about it. Cool little gun, Colt Agent. It's kind of one of the more inexpensive lineup of their snubbies. They wanted to kind of cut down, in a sense, trying to say it in a nice way. It's one of their more not as expensive as the Cobra would be. Yeah. But I think it's still going up there in Gunbroker. This one's a vintage one because it's got that nice glossy finish. Towards the later years they started to parkerize it, and it wasn't, I don't know, I didn't think it was all that attractive when they did that. So, but that, again, that's just my opinion when you're dealing with a nice old Colt like this. Because it's aluminum frame, the frame itself is painted, and that's cool and it's not cool. The thing that I don't like about it is if it gets scratched or anything, it's really hard to touch that up. It's really hard to unlike if it's blued, you can always just quickly go over it, polish it, and re-blue it a number of times and pretty much hide it pretty well. But in this case, that wouldn't be too easy. 6-shot. That's the cool thing about revolvers. You can tell right away they're not loaded. Nice thick barrel. I'll show you. Look at how thick. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it's a thick barrel on this thing. It's fully shrouded over the ejector rod. So filmed the video, the review of this, the HD close-up. It's about 10 minutes long. I didn't expect it to be that long, but yeah, just kind of worked itself into that anyway. But cool. Another little Colt snubby, classic revolver. I remember seeing back when I was buying a lot of snubbies, I remember seeing a Smith & Wesson Model 37, and those are like, it's basically the Model 36 if you're familiar with that. It's like a J-frame, but it's aluminum as well, so it's like their air weight, their early air weight. I think that's why they call the ones the 637. Could that be? Anyway, but the original model 37, saw it years ago. I never did buy it because during the time, I think the guy said about, I don't know, he wanted a hefty price for it, and I just about I couldn't bring myself to paying that price, so I didn't never did buy it. But that's okay. I got the Colt variant of it, I guess. The one thing that is a plus with the Colt is you get one extra round. The 37, you only get 5. And that's the cool thing that I think about the Detective Special and the Agent and the Cobra, is you do have 6 rounds. Most of the small snubbies of that size, you only get 5. That's it. 5 chances. I'm kind of a traditionalist. I love, you know, there's just something when you say 6 gun, it's just something classic about that. That's why when I see the 22 revolvers, I'm usually shying away from them because they're usually like a 9 shot, a 10 shot. I'm such a like classic kind of person. I'm like, I just want 6. Just give me the 6. You know, oh, but you got all that extra space on that cylinder. You could, you know, it's not about that for me. It's about the cool factor. When I was younger, my very first guns I ever shot at the local gun range with my father was a couple of revolvers. Wouldn't you know it? It was a Colt and a Smith & Wesson. It was 2 different ones, and they were both in 22, and they were 6-shot revolvers, and they were kind of like almost full-size revolvers, but they were in 22. Anyway, those were the kind of the very first guns I ever shot with my dad at an indoor gun range, and I guess that kind of thing was always I guess there's where my revolver thing comes from. I don't know, you know, maybe I watched Dirty Harry too many times. By the way, check that video out on the main channel. Dirty Harry, it's kind of a little thing we threw together, eating a hot dog and all that. It's always some scene that stood out in my mind. We had fun doing it, and we thank Badman Bullets for supplying us with the lead to do that video and bring it to you guys on the main channel. So I guess it was kind of a that video snuck up on me. I did not realize that that one was next in line, and we had I would have used that shoulder holster that came from courtesy of Trees A Blowin', but we had filmed that before we got the shoulder holster. So yes, it's kind of an older video, but we were just kind of tinkering around with it. Actually, I wasn't sure if we were going to actually produce that or publish that on the channel, but everybody seemed to like it, so it goes that way. Sometimes we do film things on the range, and we kind of go, I don't know, should we do this or should we? That airsoft grenade video, that actually, after we got done filming that was something that we decided we weren't gonna show, but there was a lot of people. I asked the viewers, do you want to see it? They clicked yes, so there it is. So anyway, that's what we do. We do it for you folks, the viewers, and all that. So anyway, look for this beautiful Colt Agent snubby Colt on the main channel coming up soon. And of course, tomorrow we're gonna check out and try to figure out. I'm still trying to go over about it in my head to do an update video and answer some questions on the broken Glock video, and we'll figure that out. We'll get it filmed tomorrow and uploaded probably for Thursday. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. It's getting late. I'm gonna get this video uploaded. Thanks for watching.